Welcome to the WebEx session for January 2015 on Saba Learning Center. This session is going to focus on a couple of items, including how to access your transcripts and certifications, as well as how to close your roster. It's going to look at some of the criteria for how you're able to close your own class, as well as using the Training Support Center as a backup in case you're having problems closing your own class in Saba. And also, I'm going to discuss how we're doing our training for Instructor Lite starting in 2015. The Saba Learning Center is our learning management system, which houses all of the student records, the learning history and certifications, as well as any contact information for anyone who's taken a course with the American Red Cross. This is essentially the learning management system that's being used in the United States. In order to access the Learning Center Saba, you would go to https://classes.redcross.org, and in the screen you'll be able to use your username and password to log in. If you're having login issues, or you forgot your password or your username, there are links at the bottom of the screen that will be able to allow you to reset your password or get an email reminder of your username. Once you log in, you'll be able to go to the Home tab, which will allow you to see the catalog search in case you're looking for classes, or you can get a quick view of your enrollments. If you move over to the next tab, My Learning, that will allow you to view all of your enrollments, the status of your instructor certifications, as well as your student transcript of all the training that you've taken. Here's an example. If I click My Certifications under the My Learning tab, this is something that you want to monitor because it'll actually show the expirations of your instructor certifications. And if it's within 90 days of your expiration date for a particular specialty, then you can sign up for the recertification test. Make sure that you sign up for these recertification tests before the expiration date, because otherwise then you won't be able to self-register for a recertification test. Usually the recertification tests for any instructor certifications are between 30 and 40 questions and are to be completed every 2 years, which is your authorization period for any instructor certification. Again, if you're having trouble registering for a recertification, you can call the TSC at 1-800-RED-CROSS. Under the My Transcript section of the My Learning tab, you'll be able to see all the courses that you've personally taken with Red Cross, and you can click in that section to get a diploma-sized certification. For example, here you can see the Babysitter's Instructor Certification that can be printed from my personal record here. So if I click that link, what you'll see on the next screen is the certificate. So here's an example of an instructor certification, and over on the far right, I'll be able to click the print button, and I can either download it from there or I can print it on my printer. If I click the My Profile tab of Saba, then I'll be able to edit my profile in such that I'll be able to update my address if I change my address or any contact information. If I hit the Reports tab, I'll be able to see two important reports under the Resources section. I'll be able to see the ARC Instructor Assignments report, which shows all the community classes that I've taught for Red Cross. And then the other report that I'll be able to see is the American Red Cross Learners Instructor Profile. And this is something that I could use to show proof of all of my instructor certifications. It's like a list with all the dates that I received my certification and the expiration dates. Over on the far right of every report, I'll be able to click the email link and email it to anyone directly from the system. So it'll look very official because it comes directly from a system-generated email. Whenever you are printing your own report, if it's from the Reports tab, it'll come up as what is called a Crystal report. And in order to open a Crystal report, you have to be using Internet Explorer. Other browsers will not allow you to open Crystal reports. And again, we're going to discuss how you can convert a Crystal report to a PDF or some sort of printable format. So we're going to use the American Red Cross Learners Instructor profile as an example of how you would be able to print a Crystal report. So if I click that report, you'll be able to see the transcript there, and up here on the top you'll be able to see that it says Crystal Report right here on the browser. And here you'll be able to click the print button. And once you click the print button, you'll be able to convert it into a printable format. So here we are. You'll see this first screen here, so you'll be able to click OK. And then once you click OK, it'll allow you to open it or save it as a PDF. Once it opens up as a PDF file, then you'll be able to click the print button within Adobe to print your Crystal report. So again, this is the same for any other report, whether it's your transcript, or later on we're going to be talking about how to download and print your own classroom rosters.
The next portion of our webinar today is Instructor's Desk and how to access it through the Saba LMS system. American Red Cross PHSS paid and volunteer instructors can now close out community classes using our Instructor's Desk role in our learning management system, also known as Saba. It's based on the following assumptions. The instructor has and is using a Red Cross email. The instructor has attended the Instructor Lite training and has been given the Instructor's Desk privileges in LMS. The instructor has been assigned to the offering in LMS, and that offering has finished. The instructor also must have internet access either through an American Red Cross computer or through a personal computer, and they can close out the offering within 2 hours after the completion of the course. To get in the Instructor's Desk, let's take a look at the first page on your home page. Instructor's Desk, if you have Instructor's Desk access and have attended the Instructor Lite training, you'll be able to view all the community classes in the system. So what you'll do is you'll go and you'll select Instructor's Desk from the drop-down screen in the upper right-hand side of the Saba screen. You'll see that circled. Next, in Instructor's Desk, you'll go over to where it says Offerings. Please note that when you're searching for offerings, make sure you're in the Offerings tab and not in the My Offerings tab. The Offerings tab will make sure you get what is assigned to you that still hasn't been closed out yet. Now for Instructor Lite training in 2015, Instructor Lite training, which is an orientation to closing our classes out via the Instructor's Desk, that's going to be available as a video coming forward for those that was not able to attend the webinars in 2014. Your training specialist will provide you with the information to access the new Instructor Lite trainings. A couple of quick Q&As. If a student shows up to a class as a walk-in, will I still be able to close my class using Instructor Lite? Yes, you can, but only if the student is able to register by calling the Training Support Center at 1-800-RED-CROSS before the end of the class. If they're successfully registered, the student will appear on the online roster that TSC has, and you can close the class out. Which classes can be closed out using the Instructor's Desk? Right now, only community classes may be closed out using the Instructor's Desk. The offering must be a basic level instructor-led class. Full service classes cannot be closed out using the Instructor Desk. How long after completing the class do I have to close out the record in LMS? You should have the record closed out within 2 hours after your class. If you cannot get to a computer during the time or another issue comes up and you don't have access to the internet, please call the TSC and close out the community class using that procedure. If the community class course information in Saba does not match the information I have on my roster, or the offering doesn't appear in my search, what should I do? You'd call 1-800-RED-CROSS and have a TSC agent close the offering over the phone, again, following the community class closing procedure. Now, if you do need to print your own roster, although you'll receive your course roster through the email before the date you're scheduled to teach a community classes, some instructors will print the rosters the day of the course to get a more accurate count or a more accurate listing of the students that will be attending. To print your own roster, you'll need to log back into Saba, use the drop-down box again to select Instructor's Desk, and then click on the Reports tab of Instructor's Desk to view the report categories and select Offerings. Now, within those offerings, you'll click this report to pull the most current community class roster if you have the offering ID number or you know the exact location and date of the class. You can self-service your roster 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you'll always know how many students you'll be instructing. For the Instructor's Desk class roster, again, just go into Instructor's Desk, click Reports, then click American Red Cross class roster, enter your offering ID, click on that magnifying glass, and you go to where you can print your Crystal report. The Crystal report will provide you with your roster. So thank you again for attending the training today. The attendance code for this January 2015 Saba overview is HAPPY. Thank you.